She lit him up, burned this year's champion, feather race champion.
Oh no! Without my beautiful tail feathers, how can I ever court a mate?
Please don't be angry. I have a spell to regenerate feathers, although last time I tried it, mushrooms appeared instead of feathers. I'm sure it'll work this time.
My feathers! They're okay! Oh, thank you so much!
Thank you for helping. This parrot broke some of his feathers in a panic, so I wanted to treat him, but it didn't go well. Actually, I just wanted to ask these animals if they had seen anything unusual.
Unusual? Those students, in the light, vanished in a flash.
In the light? Vanished in a flash?
Yes, I saw it, where the round pattern was on the ground.
He's talking about the plaza near Solstice Hall. I'll go and take a look.
So you're saying that someone stood on the center of the sundial, a strong flash of light went off, and then the person was just gone?
Yes! Yes! I saw it!
Cassidy, Jervin, what do you think?
Sounds like teleportation magic.
I was standing there just now, and nothing happened. It seems it needs a trigger of some sort for the magic to work. Perhaps this is also part of the exam. This selection might have already begun.
Okay, let's take a closer look at that sundial.
The hands of this sundial are very strange. I've been standing here for 15 minutes. For the first 10, the hand didn't move at all. But in the last 5, it moved 2 notches.
In other words, the movement of the pointer is not based on the passage of time.
Then what is it based on?
Did you discover anything? Your mind is indeed sharp. This must be the correct answer we've been looking for.
You're so smart! Wait, so the students who couldn't find the mechanism on the sundial are disqualified just like that? What are we waiting for? We need to hurry and find the thing that activates the mechanism. Look, it's almost 2 o'clock. If a few more people get ahead of us and hog the line to the sundial, we'll be eliminated.
Pippa is right. If we split up and look around, our chances of success will be greater.
Would you like to join Sylvan and me in our search?
But that would leave Pippa by herself.
It's okay, I'm really lucky. Maybe if I go wash my face by the lake to clear my head, the thing we need will just fall right into my arms.
Let's find what we need and hurry back. I remember learning that this sundial was designed and maintained by Professor Winston. He joined our force field magic department 16 years ago and maintains a celebrated reputation as an artificer. In fact, he's credited with designing numerous ingenious devices throughout the campus. Let's go speak with him. Perhaps he'll tell us how to activate the sundial. Yes, but we can start from there. He should be teaching right now. We can find him in class. Professor Winston, are you all right?
This is all wrong. Oh, hello, Cassidy. What I wouldn't give if every student possessed your keen intellect and passion for learning. It's the students' exams. They fail to recall the fundamental runes for a force blade, and their understanding of magical mechanics is almost non-existent. They are utterly clueless about harnessing a translocation anchor for dimensional shifting. This batch of students is the worst I've ever taught.
Perhaps it's because the students have only been in school for a short time and have too little practice in magic. If they go to Solstice Hall and see the sundial you designed, they might be able to understand the driving principles of the magical mechanics.
Precisely! That sundial employs a combination of multiple classical magical mechanisms. They should go study its operational principles firsthand and write a proper paper.
Speaking of papers, I once wanted to try building a small sundial myself and even wrote several research papers on it. But there was one component I could never fully figure out. It's the activator of a sundial. If it were purely physical, it would be too large and heavy. However, using magic would require an enormous amount of energy and be very difficult to maintain.
A purely physical mechanism is certainly not advisable. As for the issue of magic energy consumption, there's a little trick.
Please, wait a moment. Let me grab a pen and some paper. Okay, go ahead.
Deploying a large magic circle inside the sundial is rather inefficient for our purposes. A more elegant solution would be to install a miniature reactive force field directly in the trigger.
Ah, I see. When the key is inserted into the mechanism, the field on the key briefly repels the sundial's own field structure. This repulsive force, driven by magic, is what sets the device in motion.
If you want to make your own sundial, the optimal material for the trigger mechanism would be blue fire steel. Its exceptional magic conductivity and low density make it ideal for precision instruments. As for the magical energy supply, it's best to use crystals extracted from magical minerals with high energy purity. There are many options, and you'll need to decide for yourself. You will also have to analyze the spell formula for the small reactive force field on your own. Consider it a research topic I've assigned to you.
Thank you, Professor Winston. Your insights have brought tremendous clarity to my approach. I intend to develop a completely new paper based on this direction and would be honored to receive your further counsel.
I love hardworking students like you. My door is always open. Come by any time if you have questions.
Welcome. How may I help you?
We're looking for gold prism crystals.
This kind of crystal is very rare, so the price will be a little more expensive than the others.
I see. How much are they?
Nothing to be afraid of.
According to Professor Winston, this key should be able to activate the mechanism in the sundial. Time is of the essence. Let's head back.
Just catching some Z's. I'll be up in no time.
This was nothing.
Keep your chin up. You can do this.
This is an interesting way to run a selection.
To the students of the Serene Lyceum, I am honored to visit your distinguished school, celebrated throughout Hesperia, to oversee the appointment of the new court mage. I look upon all of you and see wisdom and the fire of determination. These are qualities I personally admire, and ones no court mage should be without. Let the finest among you prove their worth. Bring your wisdom, your unwavering resolve, and your ambition. I await our reunion within the halls of Savannah's palace. The curtain is soon to rise upon this stage. Yet let it be known, the tides of tomorrow are not swayed by who stands in the court spotlight. Your potential is boundless. You may walk the path of legends, as Merlin himself once did, and inscribe your name for all eternity upon the sacred annals of Hesperia. Let this be the legacy all here strive for. I now declare the official commencement of the court mage selection.
I suppose I should introduce myself. I am the Chief Court Mage of Savannah, Siren. I will now explain the rules of the selection. I'll only say this once, so I suggest everyone quiet down and listen carefully. It'd be a true pity to be disqualified for breaking the rules. Ahead of you lie 4 different tests, with one held each day. Remember, your journey continues only if you successfully clear each hurdle placed before you. There is only one successful candidate for the final test, meaning whoever can pass the final test will be able to become a court mage. The rules are rather straightforward.
Thank you, Magister Siren, for your explanation. First of all, I'd like to congratulate you all for successfully reaching the Interrealm. You've now entered the formal selection. Next, I'll announce the subject of the first exam. A court mage must possess sufficiently powerful magic, be skilled in utilizing all manner of spells, and be capable of dealing with every kind of foe. The first test will be on your magical prowess. There are 3 portals here that lead to the Simulacrum Isles. Your task is to venture onto 3 islands alone and defeat the powerful foes residing there. We will record the total time it takes for the participants to pass through the 3 islands and rank them based on the total time. All participants ranked within the top 50% will pass the first test.
You may now ready yourselves for the first part of the exam.
proud? Did I make you proud? Did I make you proud?
Brilliantly done.
All who strayed have been purified.
Brilliantly done.
Everyone's doing great!
You, Pippa, Cassidy, and Jervin, we're now officially rivals!
I'm no match for you, let alone Cassidy or Jervin. I just hope I can pass the first test. If I'm lucky, maybe I can pass the second one as well.
You never know, Pippa. Maybe you'll hit the jackpot this time and become the winner of the whole thing. I'd love to see you as a court mage.
Me as a court mage? I wouldn't know what to do. Can I choose not to become one? Right! What was I thinking?
I'd love to see you wearing the court mage outfit. You'd look so cute. But let's get back on topic. The screening stage eliminated more than half of the participants, which means that the difficulty of the first test will definitely be high.
I think so too. How about we turn this endeavor into a trial of speed and skill? Who among us can pass through the 3 islands the fastest?
You know how competitive I am, Jervin. Maybe it's finally time for me to show you all what I can do.
Confident as always, Sylvan. I look forward to your performance. Let's all do our best and stay safe out there.
Let's get started.
What? It's starting already? Oh, I've got to try not to fall behind.
With the sound of triumph, I shall return.
I have prevailed.
Now, let's see who dares to challenge me. Who could possibly stand against me? Who could possibly stand against me? Interesting. This student, who defeated the monster first, seems to have much stronger control and understanding of magic than the others.
No need for such wide eyes, Siren. Some students are just born with a little extra sparkle in their wand, don't you know? I still recall the exceptional spark you showed in your youth, seeing the mage you've become. It truly warms this old heart. I'm so very proud of you.
Your acknowledgement is appreciated, Headmaster. One can only hope your physical vigor has managed to keep pace with your nostalgic sentiments.
Goodness me, this old vessel may have a few more creaks than it did 2 decades past, but everything still sails. You, on the other hand, look like a wandering ghost. A bit of sun would do you wonders. Looks like the Royal Court of Savannah has done what final exams never could. They've sucked the life right out of our brightest graduate.
Oh, Headmaster, you and your jests. But come now, let's not pretend. We both know who the Lyceum's brightest graduate is. As for this year's class, I heard even before I arrived that there are a few exceptional students, Cassidy and Jervin. But now it seems that none of them can compare to...
That one.
It seems I've heard a similar name from afar. Strange, isn't it? For someone with her raw talent to be so overlooked, while everyone chatters on about Cassidy and Jervin.
For some, being widely renowned isn't necessarily better than being obscure.
He must also be a student who was admitted through special admissions. And yet he lacks both title and renown. A commoner with no name to speak of, simply a new student. How curiously quaint.
For a court mage to bestow such attention upon an ordinary student, it seems this year's class is truly exceptionally gifted. Look, those excellent candidates have already passed the first test.
I spent quite a bit of time defeating it. Hey, it's Jervin. Look, Sylvan made it here also.
So you were first, Cassidy.
No, he was ahead of me.
You truly are a formidable opponent.
Yes, I don't want this competition to affect our friendship. Where's Pippa? Have you seen her?
Not yet. Should we wait for her?
There are still 2 islands left to clear. I suggest we simply continue on.
Stitchy.
I adore precious.
Who could possibly stand against me?
did I tell you? Every single student here has the potential to become an excellent court mage. It's too bad your purse strings are so tight. I urge the royal court to increase the budget at once. Double it, triple it, even tenfold if possible. Every coin invested in magic will yield returns beyond imagination.
Thank you for your suggestion, Headmaster. You can be certain I will present your ambitious proposal to His Majesty. Speaking of which, that student performed remarkably well once again. Let me think. Where have I seen such an outstanding talent before? Is he the one I met in the Duchy of White Ridge?
The Duchy of White Ridge, you say? That region has produced quite a few renowned mages. Lady Anathime, founder of alchemy at the Lyceum, and the famed elemental mage, Magister Lawrence, to name a few.
Yes, Headmaster. The history lessons taught in the Lyceum are still etched in my memory. I can recall the exploits of our illustrious forebears in exquisite detail. But this student...
Goodness me! Don't tell me the royal court has particular preferences regarding one's place of origin.
How could that be? Stop joking, Headmaster.
Of course, I haven't been able to hear well lately without using amplification magic, so I didn't catch a word you just said. Oh, look, the place is a complete mess!
Your command of magic is astounding. One can see why Cassidy holds you in such high esteem. Of the 3 islands, I had hoped I could win at least once, but now it seems my chances were slim. I hope so.
I really should have cast a spell to block my sense of smell. Dear above, who in their right mind thought this thing belonged in a competition?
I agree. I almost vomited from that monster's stench.
By the way, have any of you seen Pippa? I really hope she can pass, or at least finish today's test. Otherwise, she'll definitely be frustrated with herself.
Let's worry about ourselves first. The 3rd island is next.
possibly stand against me? Who could possibly stand against me?
What a tough fight.
I have prevailed.
I'm one step closer.
Chaos holds no place in my soul.
I'll be at your side. Did I make you proud?
Siren, your expression is far more severe than in your student days. You look like you've been weaned on lemon juice and paperwork. I take it being the chief court mage isn't all giggles and sparkles?
On the contrary, my dear headmaster, My disposition is perfectly sunny. In fact, observing the new crop of students has been rather delightful. I assume you've also noticed that remarkable student bears a striking resemblance to a certain acquaintance of ours.
Aha! I just knew your thoughts would drift to Merlin. Even now, the Lyceum's finest casts quite the long shadow, doesn't he? Oh, the memories. You two were the absolute pride of the school in your time, shining every bit as brightly as Jervin and Cassidy do today. The pangs of nostalgia for a former comrade. It's no surprise you're projecting your feelings of longing onto the new generation. Despite the chasm between the two, I quite see how one might spy a common thread. The bonds forged in these halls. What a precious thing. It reminds me of my own dearest friend from my youth.
You're veering off topic, Headmaster.
Yes, quite right. Hey, an old man, no mind. There's no point daydreaming about yesterday when the future is yet to be written. Goodness me, my yapping has run away with me again. We've missed half the show. Shush now, and let the students' magic do the talking.
Very well. Regarding Merlin, let's discuss this further at a more appropriate time.
What monster did you face on the third island? What? There wasn't any on my island. Sure, there were a few ice elementals and snow wolves, but no flying hypo fiend. That's weird, right? I didn't do anything wrong! I hope I won't get my results cancelled. I just hope everything will be all right. I need to stop thinking about it. Oh, look, they're back!
Pippa, we were all so worried about you in the first two tests. We never expected you to jump ahead in the third. By the way, did you guys also have to face a flying hypo fiend?
Yes.
Same here. What about you?
Well, for me, my island didn't have any of those. I just kinda walked straight through. I didn't see a soul, not even a puff of smoke. It was weird.
I told you, your luck is insane.
But
there's no need to fret. Luck has always favored you, and that fortune is a genuine part of your capabilities.
All right, everyone settle down. Attention, please. The first round of the selection has concluded. The results will now be announced by Magister Siren.
According to the rules, those who successfully pass through all islands with the shortest completion times will be ranked highest. 10 candidates have advanced. I will now announce the names of these 10 individuals. In first place, a student worthy of attention. Second place goes to Cassidy, followed by Jervin in third. In 10th place, Pippa, a fortunate individual. She was merely 3 seconds ahead of the candidate in 11th place. Congratulations.
I passed.
You 10. Mark this well. Tomorrow at 9 a.m., assemble at the Blooming Atelier to prepare for the second selection exam. I very much look forward to your performances.
Congratulations, everyone! And of course, congrats to me too. We all passed today's test.
Just now, I was so nervous that my tail almost stood up.
We can't be careless now. Tomorrow's test will definitely be harder than today's. I should go back early to prepare.
Well then, I'll take my leave now. See you tomorrow. Sylvan, would you like to head back together?
Yeah, sure. See you all tomorrow.
See you all tomorrow.
It appears that during today's observations, Magister Siren's focus was all on you. Perhaps it is because your performance was far too outstanding. You should recall my prior counsel regarding the virtue of subtlety. Be mindful. If you draw too much attention to yourself, and your true nature is uncovered, any victory would be a hollow one. The Duchy of White Ridge. Indeed, Siren mentioned it several times today. What happened there? So we have a temporal anomaly centered on the Snowspire Festival, combined with the freeing of the Frost Fury. The evidence strongly suggests that Siren was the prime instigator. It's been many years since we last met. He has become far more reserved than he was in your student days. I can no longer read his thoughts from his face, nor hear any sincerity in his words. But I am certain he is brewing some sort of plot. I don't know what he's encountered these past few years that led him to choose a path heading straight for the abyss. But I feel pity for him, truly. He was quite close to you in the past. Although he was always angry about losing to you in exams, one cannot deny his diligence and scholarly merits. He was a model student, always following the recipe in alchemy class, never skipping lessons unless you talked him into it, and handing in every assignment on time. Compared to you, he's the one the instructors truly adored. Precisely. But perhaps also ponder the unique cocktail of wonder and pure dread you inspired in the faculty. But I'm afraid the hour grows short. We should attend to the matter at hand first. Siren's unusual behavior reveals one thing. He knows there's something going on behind the scenes in this year's selection. That's a bold claim, for which we have no evidence. But let's keep it as an option to add some spark to our discussion. In any case, my impersonation of Headmaster Lamar must have thrown the killer into disarray. Until they figure out who's really pulling the strings, they won't dare make any reckless moves. This presents a prime opportunity for your inquiries. Continue to blend in seamlessly with the student body and gather any information you can. As for Siren, I'll keep an eye on him. By the way, did you notice anything unusual during today's selection exam? Given the profound risks associated with these monsters, the protocols for housing, handling, and overseeing the Lyceum's research specimens are notoriously rigorous. This situation represents a troubling deviation from standard procedure. I fear Dorella will exploit this to call for a formal inquiry, using it to criticize Lemar's management at the school board meeting. We must ascertain the origin of this event and locate the creature, lest it break containment and the situation escalate. If you require any assistance, please inform me promptly. I'm afraid my time is running short and I must return to the school. With the selection now underway, many are waiting for an audience with Headmaster Lemar. Ah, that reminds me. Your two familiars. You should go calm them down. They've mentioned your name far too many times.
Magister! Chippy, don't jump on him like that all of a sudden. You're as heavy as a boulder. Chippy is not. Plus, Chippy just misses the Magister, okay? We've uncovered some intel. The selection exam trials were reportedly created through a joint effort between the Lyceum's professors and the Royal Court. Chippy heard that the Royal Court wants to hold a trial in the Blooming Atelier's gallery. They said it was more fitting. Weird, right? What are you even supposed to do out there? And get this! Apparently, this is the first time the royal family has gotten involved in the whole process. We heard it's because this selection was decided on short notice, and the Lyceum was overwhelmed, so the royal court had to step in. I guess it makes sense since the court mages ultimately served the royals anyway. Yes, a court mage suddenly died in an accident. The court suddenly found itself short-handed, which is why they decided to do this. They want to find a new court mage as soon as possible, so unlike previous selection exams, this one was organized in a rush. A nobleman from Savannah. Chippy secretly followed him and overheard his conversation with his friends. We don't know. Magister, we have a feeling this selection isn't as simple as we imagined. You must be careful. We haven't even told any of this to Professor Zoria. Although she's a member of the Arcane Council, she's still a stranger to us. It's better to be cautious around her. Magister Merlin, don't worry. I'll stay vigilant until we figure everything out.
Nothing to be afraid of. Nothing to be afraid of.
Nature unfold. Nature unfold.
My claws are sharp.
These claws aren't just for show. today's lessons.
I'm eager for nourishment. I am sated.
Who's my next prey?
I have prevailed.
they're taking the exam here, maybe it's about plants. That would be great. I'm good with plants. I just love magical plants. They remind me of the forests where animals and nature live in harmony. Plus, nobody bothers me there. Anyway, I just hope I'm lucky enough to pass today's exam without anything weird happening. Thank you for cheering me up. I already feel way more confident than a moment ago.
Come take a look at this one. That's a piece Master Imanti did while he was at the Serene Lyceum. It said his artistic journey began right here, and he would later become the Grandmaster of Landscape Painting. And over there, that piece is by Lady Heidi. You've heard of her, right? She's the most talked about impressionist to emerge lately. Oh no, she never studied here, and she isn't a mage either. She donated it as a gift of gratitude. A mage from our school once helped a distant relative of hers deal with a spirit haunting their family mansion. After that relative passed away, she inherited the mansion. That inheritance granted her the leisure to focus entirely on her art, and from there, her fame grew rapidly. It really is. Every piece in this gallery has its own story tied to the Serene Lyceum. Some of them are truly legendary. I love it here. I come by almost every day, and I have studied every single piece here. So, if today's test is about the paintings, I'm confident that I'll pass. But my favorite has to be that portrait of Magister Merlin up there in the center. It's the only portrait of him ever painted, and it's by none other than the late master portraitist Alberon von Naklis. I've seen many replicas over the years, have a few myself, but the original never fails to captivate me. The details, the eyes, it's absolutely mesmerizing. Sorry, I got carried away again. No portrait could ever truly capture Magister Merlin's grace in person.
I've never had much interest in painting or art. Unless you count antique swords and armor as art, then maybe. Growing up in a family of knights, I inherited their temperament. Unfortunately, I also inherited their taste in art, which the records show was essentially non-existent.
That's surprising. I thought you prided yourself on your family's honor, Sylvan.
I do, but I won't defend a talent we never had. The Grenvaldens always saw art as nothing but shiny trinkets. They'd spend fortunes on the best horses, custom armor, and weapons, but wouldn't pay a coin for the finest painting in the world.
I've heard as much. Your family's tastes are distinctive.
Anyway, back to the exam. Any clue what it's about? And why here, of all places? Maybe it's about the mages in these portraits? Or a test on the history of magic?
No need. The royal clerks handle that. Court mages usually deal with more practical matters. Neither painting nor history is expected of a court mage. A court mage is evaluated on two traits above all else: their family and their fealty to the royal family. Right. It's an unspoken rule. Candidates from noble families simply earn more trust at court. A true shame, I'll admit.
It's not just tough for commoners. Even a noble who's fallen on hard times needs a major achievement to earn the court's favor.
Exactly. It's about absolute fealty to the Lightbearer Empire and to the throne. That's the bottom line. Beyond that, you're expected to always obey the royal family's wishes. That could mean taking the blame, covering things up, cleaning up someone else's mess, or even sacrificing your coin, your life, or your honor. Yes, many have tried, but most just ended up broken. My father's told me far too many stories about that. The court is no place for idealists.
I adore precious things like this jewelry here. And
Nature unfold. The composition and brushwork suggest Lady Sharon's style, the famous pastoral painter.
You have a sharp eye, Your Highness. It is Lady Sharon's work. It was never exhibited in public. Her son donated it to the Serene Lyceum after her passing.
Jervin, you really live up to your family name. You're refined, humble, and clearly well-read.
Thank you, Your Highness. But everyone here is just as knowledgeable.
Now I see why the Serene Lyceum is Asperia's most prestigious magic academy. You are precisely the talents the royal court needs. Of course, that's all up to Siren. As for me, I'm here to enjoy the Lyceum's art collection. I'm truly eager to see the finest of the fine. I rarely travel outside of Savannah. I intend to savor every moment I spend here. It won't be any fun touring this place by myself. Come with me. Perhaps one of you can describe the paintings as we walk.
This piece is 4 centuries old. Artist unknown. Professors found it when clearing out the Lyceum's old storage room. It's been magically preserved.
The technique is a bit crude, but you can certainly feel the artist's emotion. This might be the work of a student.
Impressive insight, Your Highness. Your interpretation is truly enlightening.
Self-portrait of Pelin? Anyone know who Pelin is?
Pelin was a renowned mage and guest professor here at the Lyceum about 2 centuries ago. Painting was just one of his hobbies. He also enjoyed sculpture and the art of jewelry crafting.
Oh, my mother owns a necklace signed Pelin. She loves it, and it has 120 amethysts. So luxurious and elegant. This one's quite simple. Plain technique, just a small cottage. The title is The Beginning, is that right?
Yes, Your Highness. This is an original by Kronos von Lyceum himself, the very first headmaster who founded this academy. Legend says that very cottage is where he conceived the idea for the school.
That explains the title. I see why it's precious to the Lyceum. Be the largest portrait in the gallery. Is that Magister Merlin?
Yes, Your Highness. This is said to be the only portrait that shows Magister Merlin's true face, painted by the famed Alberon von Naklis. Its value is beyond measure, both historically and artistically.
Incredible! So this is what Magister Merlin really looked like. I need to take a closer look. I am sated.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. It can be fixed, right? Jura, Buff! That's Magister Merlin's portrait! Your Highness, how could you be so clumsy?
Cassidy, calm down. I'm sure Her Highness didn't mean to. And look, we can always repair it.
We can't change what happened. We need to focus on how we can fix this.
Sylvan's right. Getting angry or pointing fingers won't help. Our priority is figuring out what we can do now.
But... I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for this to happen. Please, don't be angry. I'll report this to the headmaster myself, and to my mother. Can someone start examining the painting? The royal family will cover any repair and restoration costs.
The pigments are unusual. Made from mana-infused minerals and rare plants, the canvas was treated to withstand magical energy. Even the frame and carvings are top-grade craftsmanship. No ordinary noble could afford something like this.
I'm no art expert, but there's definitely magic bound to that painting. Beyond preservation spells, someone sealed a large amount of mana into it, giving the image those special features.
So the impact caused the mana to leak, and that's why the image vanished.
That seems to be the case.
To repair it, we'll need the right materials to mend the tear, and we'll have to decipher the spell used to seal the mana. Then, we can redraw the magic circle and re-infuse mana into the painting.
Everyone's doing great! About this painting?
It was totally my mistake. It looks like the damage is worse than I thought. Have you found a way to fix it yet?
Your Highness, I think there's been a misunderstanding. What I mean is, this painting itself is a forgery.
What? Cassidy, are you sure about that?
I'm certain. I've spent countless hours studying Magister Merlin's portrait. I come to the gallery every single day to admire it. I know every detail by heart, better than I know my own name. In the real one, the shadows along Magister Merlin's nose, jawline, and cheeks are softer, and the background uses thicker layers of pigment. Of course, it's our revered Magister Merlin, after all, the one we all look up to. And every portrait in this gallery is protected by powerful enchantments. A fall like that shouldn't have caused any damage at all. Someone must have swapped the original for a forgery before Her Highness ruined it.
Huh? What makes you think that?
Cassidy, mind your tone. You're speaking to Her Highness.
Cassidy, we are still in the middle of the selection. We shouldn't get involved in other matters.
Why is everyone acting so strange? This is a portrait of the great Magister Merlin, the most famous mage in the entire Empire. Its value should be obvious. If the Serene Lyceum's prized collection has been replaced with a forgery, that's a serious breach of security. We have to report it to the school faculty immediately. Your Highness, whatever the reason, I hope you will explain the situation to the school faculty with us.
Cassidy? That's enough.
Why are you giving me that look too?
Well, Cassidy, as a princess, everything I do has its reasons. Why don't you, take a break and think it over?
Reasons? But this isn't complicated at all. Maybe I'm just not seeing it. All right, I will find somewhere quiet to think this through. Thank you for the suggestion, Your Highness.
She actually left? Oh, after all that, she still didn't get it. Never mind. Anyway, back to our earlier topic. Has anyone figured out how to restore the painting?
Please don't worry, Your Highness. If you allow it, leave this to us. We will make sure the painting is fully restored.